Hey, my Simmers, it's me replaying. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been waiting for me to upload for 2 years, I'm here. Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Today we're going to be making a sim. I have never done a full-fledged tutorial on how to make sims or how I make my sims. So this is the first time for me. I hope you guys enjoy. We are starting a new journey, okay? We're entering the age of YouTube as a community. So I hope I like it too. Because if I don't, I'm just gonna leave. Okay, without any further ado, let's get into the sim. Now we're ready. I start with the face. We pick a little skin tone. I'm not gonna lie, I liked the one that she had already. I tend to stay neutral, but I have been branching off into warms as of lately. But I think we're just gonna keep it with neutral, not gonna lie. I kind of like it here. I also like to turn my shaders on and off while I'm making sims so I can see what the skin tone really looks like. Because, of course, I upload my sims. Many of you may know this. You can get them on Patreon. But I want to make sure they don't look crazy without shaders because some people don't have shaders. Okay. The skins by Northern Siberian Winds are my absolute favorite. Like, hands down, best. But I just got some new skins by Obscurus, so we can look at those, see how we feel about them too. Yeah, so this is cute. I don't like the lips, but that's something we could work around. Oh, nice. I love a good Max's Match skin. Um, and then adding like alpha features to it. Like I'll do some highlight and some shadows to make it look more realistic and more textured, but this is definitely a good place to start. I also really love the Birdie Sims skins. This one's pretty nice. I don't use it very often, but it's definitely one of my favorites. And then there's another one that really is like in competition with my NSW. Here it is. This one, I love this one because it doesn't do too much. The lips don't need a lip mask. The under eyes aren't super wrinkly or textured. Like they're literally perfect. And it has eye creases like in the eyelids. It's a great skin for sure. And if you can't get the perfect skin tone with your sliders, as you can see, it adds some things. Oh, and it has highlights. Who you know coming like this for real? Other than NSW and Birdie Sims. Like these people right here, my Roman Empire. Did I use that correctly? Moving forward, I'm gonna go with this one, but I want to show you another skin detail that I really appreciate by NSW, and that is their Alpha CC skins. So these are also incredible. If I'm going for something simple but alpha, I definitely choose these because you can't stack anything on top of them. So that's what makes it simple. But they can change the way your face looks like instantly. Like before, after. Who is that? Like, come on. And I use it a lot in my one base 3 Sims challenges because it helps to get a completely different look with the same exact facial features. I also have this mod called Color Sliders. This was a recent add to my game, so it's not something that I use all the time. But if you get it, which there is no if, honey, get it. You can change the opacity, the hue, and saturation and brightness of a skin detail. And I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just great. Y'all see? Do y'all see? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? It helps you get the perfect blend. Like, look at this. I've never had a skin look like this in my game before. We're both discovering new shit. Like, let's go, guys. Another useful mod is the create sim categories. There are a lot of different iterations of this on the internet. You don't have to choose the exact ones that I have, but you definitely need them because I don't know about you, but before I had these bookmarks, I would select skin details that were in the same category, and so one would always disappear, and that used to irritate me because it's like, why did I just put this on and now it's gone? So having this here kind of helps to prevent overzealousness, and just stacking or trying to stack things that just aren't stackable. So I have something in the category before dimple, right? That's where I got my alpha skin blend from. So now I know that I need to look for the shadow in the dimple category or something after that. Here's some of the shadows that comes with it. We got different opacities. The real categories are what's this called, y'all? Vertically. And then as you move on horizontally, the opacity changes. So we got this, got this, lots of different shadows for different lightings and pictures. One of these, let's see if I can get to it. These look so good, by the way. Like, I'm so inspired. I'm getting ideas for photo shoots that I can do. But yeah, some of them are some strangely shaped shadows. Like this one is more for leaves, or what else could cause this kind of shadow? I don't know. Leaves. And this one is also for leaves. So if you needed specific shadows that you couldn't create with G Shade or Reshade, this is the CC to grab. It's so good. But the one I use for everyday gameplay is this one. It goes under the chin and the nose. Oh, and on the sides of the face, and I think on the ears. And it just gives so much more dimension. I have MXAO shaders on as well, but for if for any reason the shadows aren't shadowing perfectly, I have this as well. Okay, moving on. I scroll through the whole entire catalog to make sure there isn't anything that I'm missing because I do not remember everything I have in here. And sometimes I like to challenge myself to use things that I've never used before so that I can create unique sims. It's really easy to be repetitive, especially when I literally push myself to make a sim like every week because I upload them on my Patreon. Follow me on Patreon. Um, so to make sure that I'm giving you guys something different, special, and worth subscribing for, I try to get unique sims. I play with different colors, play with different facial features, and outfits. I fear I am running low on clothes simply because I'm not a stylist, honey. And I will wear the same clothes every time. I'll put the same clothes on my sim every time. I literally have 5 Lululemon sets, and I rotate those throughout the week to go to work. I'm not privy to switching it up, okay? So I challenge myself with this game. We got some moles in here. I love a good mole. Hashtag love. These moles, let me see who they're by real quick because this is some good stuff right here. Literally move. What's the name? Vegan Trade. Vegan Trade dropped a mole pack that has a mole in almost every single location. And I say almost because I made a self sim for someone who needed a mole right under their nose, and unfortunately, it was too niche. But we got real close. See, we got real close, but it's more on the widow's peak. So, but I'm not complaining. It's fine. She was cool with it being a little bit off. And so, you know, the day was not ruined, the sim was made. But it also has Mimo. Let me see if I can find it. You know what? Let me not see if I can find it because we wasting time. Moving on. I also love a good freckle. And I think my life is going to be so much easier with this shader. I mean, these sliders, because now I can change the opacity of the freckles. And some freckles do come in different opacities, but they don't be light enough for me. I might need something a little bit lighter than this. Or I need it to be dark, but a little bit, lighter. Not I don't need the color to change. I need the transparency to change. See the difference? Are y'all seeing the difference? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You see the difference. Like that isn't this. Okay, it's real close. But you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm really happy I have these sliders. We got some more moles. Y'all, I got one mole in my game. She's a chunky motherfucker. I do not play with that mole at all. This looks good too. Who is she? Definitely don't have a sim that looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna move on because there's so much to look at. Actually, yeah. So now we're at my holy grail, highlight. I love a good opal and citrine highlight. These are literally my absolute favorite. I don't know what they put into this, but you know what? Pay them back threefold because this is so good. Like it's not too much and it's textured. So it gives that skin feel. This is what'll make your Sims highlights look more realistic in comparison to like the Max's Match highlight that literally look like somebody wrapped plastic on the Sims forehead, cheeks, and nose. Definitely my favorite. And then I have another honorable mention. I think it's in another category. Okay, Vixated. Vixated highlights are also heaven sent. The sliders help because I used to have to use Vixated highlights for cheeks, and sometimes I don't want to use Vixated for cheeks, but it's the only way that I could control the sliders for it. Now that's not a problem, and I can have the highlights on and blush. So that's a big plus. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm just trying to sell you that mod because it's game changing for me. I had no idea it even existed. I didn't know what it was for or how I could use it in my game. And now that my eyes have been open, I just feel like The Sims, yeah, they're going to change. I feel like I just upgraded. So, here comes the teeth. I have a bunch of teeth by Magic Bot, also known as Madman, and I also have Mellow Sim teeth. These high beam 3D teeth look really good in the game and in Create Sim, whereas the Magic Bot slash Mad Man teeth look dark in Create Sim. I'm pretty sure it's because of the shadow that is created from the lighting mods that I have. But they look fine in game. So don't let the grayness deter you from getting better braces that are customizable, by the way. You can choose the color that you want. Um, because it's only a temporary thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go with these. And now we're gonna get into the actual face composition. We gotta get into these presets. So I have a bunch of presets by NSW. I also have some by Uno. I don't typically use Uno, but it's not bad. I just don't I don't go down this far, honestly. And when I find what I like up here, I don't look for extra. So I'm just gonna go up here and I think I'm gonna go with this. Then we can move on. I also have some Obscurus. I think I like this. I don't know. I don't know. No, I'll go with NSW. Very smooth. And then for the noses, the ones I really like are the ones by NSW. Of course, at this point, you guys should just know what's coming. NSW, NSW, NSW. Northern Siberian wins. But I also like Obscurus's noses. These are pretty nice. And they're all different. And when I'm going for some that I want to look more African American, I go with Peachy Fairy because I think these noses have really nice shapes. I'm eating my words. I think they have nice bases. I love the way they look from the front. One thing I always change is that side profile because, babes, why is it so big? Why is it so big? um, but yeah, I actually think I want to go with this nose and I'll just make it like a little button nose. And guys, I know she kind of looks like that thing with that little knife tail from Splice, but give me a second, okay? Just give me a second. We're gonna give her better lips. NSW, of course. And I'll go with these actually. And we'll pick the eyes out. Makes really good eyes. These are the ones that I gravitate to the most as of lately. But of course, NSW has some as well. I actually like these. We're gonna go with eye preset number 2. I'm gonna pick her eyebrows. I have some by San 33 Sims. It's the same person, San Sims. San Sims. These are my favorite for exactly what they are. Really narrow eyebrows. It also comes with an highlight, which is really helpful just to give it some wait, am I? I made that part up. It doesn't come with a highlight. The other ones do. Where are they? Contoured eyebrows by Dark Pink. Now, my absolute favorite eyebrows come from Cosmetic. There are a lot of options. These are not the best examples. NSW, Praline, because I love these brows down, guys. The ones on her right now, absolute yes. Twisted Cats, and I'm gonna show you Cosmetic again because here's a good one. These eyebrows are great. I love the ones by Twisted Cat when I'm going for a softer looking sim. They're very nice. Please don't judge the way my sim's face looks. I am just grabbing all the details that I want before I start fine tuning, okay? Okay, we might just end up going with these. Alrighty. And as you can see, she looks good so far. But now we gotta make her a baddie. Alrighty, we have a face that I am more happy with. Let's pick out the eye color. Now, I'm not sure who these eyes are by, but they are linked on my CC list on my Patreon. Let me do my last check to make sure that everything that I could possibly want to use on her will look right. Oh, what are these? Anyways, I wouldn't use these anyway, so I'm okay with that. So on the lash tip, I love NSW, of course, Twisted Cat. These were the first ones I fell in love with. Well, okay, if we're going to talk about firsts. The first ones I fell in love with were by Kijiko. Because for a very long time, these were the only good ones. So, yeah, if you were here for that, you know. Sims also makes great lashes. Miko makes great lashes. Obscurus has some good lashes. And San 33, however they pronounce their names, they also have some pretty good lashes. They look different than the thumbnail though. That's probably why I don't use them a lot. I also love these lashes by Baddie Sims when they fit right. And then, of course, for my actual Baddie Sims, I love these by CC Sims. These, the Holy Grail. I'm gonna keep them. The wispiness is perfect. And there's enough different ones for like, just in case they don't, like the first ones don't look right, we have these. They're just so good. They're so, so good. And I can say they're a showstopper because a lot of people who watch my streams stop and they're like, where did you get those lashes? How do I get them? And I'm like, girl, CC Sims, CC Sims, CC Sims, CC Sims. But yeah, I'm either going to go with the ones I have on now or the first ones. I think I'm going to do these. They look very dolly. Doll eye for my dolly. So cute. Just perfect. She's so perfect. Now what else? I also have some eye overlays. I don't use these often. But when I'm trying to get unique, I definitely pull them out the closet, okay? Because I have so many different kinds by Gopples Me. Who else? Who else? Who else? I forget who made these. And they always have so many different swatches. These are literally so beautiful. I also love the Twisted Cat contacts. I have these as a default too. I think they look really good for like my more cartoony occult sims or really just cartoony sims in general. I love the ombre. I love the gradient. Like they're so good. And I feel like just look at her. She looks so dreamy. Okay, but yes, this is really good. But I have enough highlight on, so we're just gonna use this for a lip liner. And you know what? We might not even need a lip liner. Now depends on what we choose for the lip gloss. I'm gonna go with these. No, I'm gonna go with Twisted Cat. Love Twisted Cat. Okay, so if we're doing Twisted Cat, we don't have to use a contact because, like I said, I have the default. But yeah, these eyes right here are my absolute favorite. So maybe I go with these. They're so good. Okay, This is the one. Now for the lips, I like to do simple, but there is this technique that I do that is just so superb. I am not a huge makeup girly. When I do my makeup, I keep it pretty simple. Um, I like to do a little lip combo, and I use obviously lip gloss and lip liner, and that's about it. Sometimes I use the NYX lip glosses to add some color, and I brought that habit into the game. I have some glosses. One is by Urban, Urban Simsta, I believe, and it comes in different colors. It's really light. It looks creamy to me, and it looks like NYX praline to be specific. And then I also have this lip oil. Not sure who made this one, but it's also one of my favorites. Then we have these lip glosses that I used to be really hooked on. Not so much anymore, but if it ever comes down to me not being able to find a lip gloss that fits my Sims lips, this is what I turn to. And with these, I like to put on the Peachy Fairy lip liner, and I find a good color that complements, and then I turn the opacity down. Now, it's not as seamless as I'd like it to be, unfortunately, and it's because the lip preset that I used is a lot different from what I typically use, and I guess it's different from what people typically make their lip products to fit. So there's kind of like a some spots of the lip that it's missing, some spots of the lip that it's catching that isn't really a part of the lip, like this whole under part. Like her lips look overlined, but like the lower lip is. So this method is not going to work this time around. I can do something else. Another one of my favorite lip CCs is this one. Not sure who made it, but it is on my list. And I might have it linked directly because I remember this one being harder to find. But I'll turn the opacity down on this one and get a nice little liner effect with this as well. And as you can see, like these colors eat, like, and they leave no crumbs. Very good product. Very, very good product. So I have some concealers as well. I love concealer. My problem with concealer is that all my good ones are in the cheek category, and so I cannot put blush on my Sims. I have to find other ways to do that. I'm pretty sure I have some, like a few blushes in my skin details, but I'm not gonna hunt for those. She's just not gonna wear blush, and that's fine because she's already kind of going for like a natural beat, you know? She's just got that kind of skin. But if I so pleased, I would put this concealer on and turn it down. And it does exactly what concealer does. It creates this little wing effect here, blurring in the under eye area, and she just looks perfect. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna keep this on her because it looks stunning. And then I typically ignore eyeliners unless I'm trying to create a sim that is just like extra in my eyes. I have a lot of eyeliners by Cosmetics. We have some that are true eyeliners that don't add lashes, and then we have some that do add lashes. Now, when I first found out about eyeliners that add the illusion of lashes, I absolutely hated it. I was like, why the fuck would I use this when I could literally just put on lashes? But now that I use so many different kinds of lashes, like by Baddie Sims, or any other creator that you don't see a lot of in my folder, I realized that sometimes adding extra lashes helps to make the lashes we have on look more balanced. It's not something I need to do with these lashes. As you can see, they are as full as they need to be, but it is an option. So don't close your door to the idea of having extra lashes via eyeliner. Now you can see that when I put the eyeliner on my sim, it just gets morphed. That's because of the eye preset I used, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure this point of their face is supposed to be all the way down here. And so the eyeliner is just grabbing, what it's supposed to grab according to the UV map, and it's just not aligning. And that's okay. These are still really good products, and when the face acts right, the eyeliner acts right. It's not bad CC. Fashion Simsta is one of my favorite hair creators because she never misses. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect forehead proportions. The edges, cute. The hair, detailed. Like, come on. What more could you ask for? This has been my favorite hairstyle too. I'm just not gonna put it on my sim today because I want to upload her, and this would be the second sim that I've uploaded in a row with this hairstyle on. That's just not how I get down with this one. This Dolly hairstyle, yes. Barbie Dreamhouse. She gives me Barbie Dreamhouse vibes. Y'all see it? So, so cute. I think I might end up going with this one. Um, Give me a second because I just had a vision. um, what if we did this and we gave her an earring stack? I think these might be a better option. Yeah, these are really cute. I want to try some different hairstyles out just in case something else looks better on her. But so far, this ponytail is what I'm leaning towards. Here's some more beautiful hairs by Fashion Simsta. Some of them clash with the lashes, and that's okay. These are by Kiko Vanity. They were a smash hit, guys. This is very cute. I could see her wearing this. And this is cute. This is a joke. I think if I had like a pop idol or something, I could use this hair for them because it's not ugly. It actually is cute. Um, it's just outdated. And then we have this, my absolute favorite curly hairstyle. This is another one of the hairs that I've uploaded too much. But the swatches, guys, they're so good. Whenever I'm looking for a good middle part, this is my go-to. She is by Key Gross. Key Gross is also that girl. Don't play with her. These are also by Key Gross. Live, laugh, love these hairstyles. This is also really cute on her, but I think I want her ears to show. I'm gonna contradict myself because I also really like this hairstyle on her. This is adorable. I think I'm gonna go with this hairstyle. Oh, and some honorable mentions. I've already shown you hairs by Dark Pink, but here's some more. Very good, very detailed. I just really appreciate soft textures on hair that don't look too unrealistic. The lace fronts, are growing on me. But they, as you can see, they can't be used with every sim just because they're lace fronts and they're kind of realistic. You gotta have the right foundation and that lace for it to look right on the sim. But the ones that work really work. This one's actually very cute too. I don't think I've ever put this on a sim. I love this. Yeah, I need to put that on my list of hairs to use because we have other hairs. The more fashion sim stuff. Oh my gosh, I love these curly hairstyles right here. That looks so good on her. And I knew this was gonna eat. Love this. Love a good twist out. Ooh, I don't think I've ever used this one either. Kind of giving me showgirl vibes. I love it. And this, maybe we go with this one. I think I'd go with the hair to the back. Let me see how it looks. Not bad. It's not bad. And then there was one by, who made it? Was it dark pink? I have to reorganize my creative sim so that everything's alphabetical order again. By the way, I have a video on how to do that on my TikTok. Let me know if you want a tutorial for YouTube, because I could do that for y'all. Oh, how did I scroll through all these hairstyles and I didn't even mention EH Sims? EH Sims, girls. EH Sims is for the lock community. As a former lock girly, don't ask me no questions. But she has great locks. These are adorable. I don't think I've put these on a sim yet. These are relatively new. But y'all see the detail. Y'all see how she coming. Like, these are actually so great. I've used these ones before. The half up, half down. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm waiting for her to drop the hair with the claw clip because she used it in a picture to advertise some jewelry. And I was like, where's the claw clip? EH Sims, where is the claw clip? Okay, babe, which one? This one? Or this one? This one? Alrighty. Okay, on to bodies. And this is just the order that I go in when I make my Sims. There is no right or wrong way to go about it, but I like to get the head done before I move on to the body. So my favorite body presets are also by NSW. And who else do I like to use? I don't know who this is. These 1, 2, 3s you see right here. But I like these as well. I'm pretty sure I have the creator linked on my CC list simply because I remember searching for these as well. I just can't remember the name. I have some plus size sliders as well. But the problem with these sliders is that when you click on too many, they start blending together and they basically break. By the way, she look good. We fill these hips out some more. Boom. Look at that. She look fine. Listen, blending the sliders together is not always a bad thing. I like to take one of my hold on. Thicker thighed ones and mix it with Northern Siberian winds when I'm trying to get a more snatched thick mama. And you see how it came out. It's good. It's a good hack, y'all. Try it. Try it. You're gonna like it. I actually think this looks good on her, but I'm gonna keep it tame. I'm gonna keep it tame like these, like these. Yeah. Fire. Fire. I also have some great sliders for the chestises and the cheeks. I have a butt slider that lets you bring the butt out, squeeze it in, bring it up, bring it down, take it all around, make it clap, like it does everything. So I have that on my list as well. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with the way her body came out. I have a couple of alpha skins on, which is creating a highlight on her body. But when I am lacking highlight, what I like to use is um a body highlight that's typically found in the tattoos or in the body hair. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, and then I have a body highlight by Obscurus. This is one of my favorites. I like to turn this one down. It typically aligns the best with the belly button. And then there's another one that I think is in back hair. Nope. Nope. Okay, maybe it was leg hair. Okay, no. Arm hair. Yeah. Sunflower body oil by Praline is a good one. But it's kind of broken. So like when I put it on, I can't take it off normally. You gotta undo it. And then here it is. It's in Body Scars. There's a highlight by Cosmetic. As you can see, it definitely gets the job done. And now that I can turn it down, I'm going to be using it more. Not today, though. I like this one. We're going with the one by Obscurus. But y'all see it. The body is tea. And boom, we got ourselves a sim.